Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I am Adam McKola. We're outside Old Trafford, Manchester United 5, Club Brugge 0, and the Nigerian R9 has opened his account for the club. And I've got to say, I've often dreamed about having a child that one day goes on to play for Manchester United and score inside this stadium. And I think today I felt like how it would feel if my son did that. Because watching Ighalo out there score, I was about to cry, I'm not going to lie. Oh man, what a feeling. What a feeling for him, and he must be buzzing. That's all he's wanted. I think he could go out his whole rest of the United career, not score, and I don't think he'd give a shit because that is what he's lived for, and he got it. And that was such a fantastic moment today for Ighalo to be getting that goal. But look, it was another day where Bruno Fernandes pulled the strings for Manchester United. It was another day where he got a goal, albeit from the penalty spot. That penalty run-up does shit me up. It's not as slow as Paul Pogba's, but the skip and all that, stopping and all that, it does my balls. I can't cope with that. But he scored it at the end of the day. That's 2 goals, 2 assists. 2 goals, 2 assists in 4 games. He kind of got the assist for Ighalo's goal because the pass to Mata was just out of this world. All Mata had to do was square it then to Ighalo. And it was 2-0 Manchester United. The first goal came from this penalty spot after, I don't know what the Club Brugge player was doing on the line. His goalkeeper was behind him. He dives in the way, handballs it. It's a red card. It's a penalty. Clear cut penalty. Clear cut red card. Clear cut. But VAR decided to take 5 minutes to just confirm. I genuinely don't understand that. Surely it's just the referee saying, "You got that one right, ref. All right, thank you. Job done." Where is the extra dialogue? Why is the player waiting on the sidelines for 4 minutes? It doesn't make any sense, and it didn't make sense today. And we moan about the Premier League VAR, rightly so, but the Europa League VAR didn't show much today, and it was a really odd one that would happen. But nevertheless, it did happen, and the decision was correct, and we got the penalty and we scored. And then the 2-0 with Ighalo, like I said, tears in the eyes stuff. 3-0 at half-time for Manchester United. Scott McTominay. Today he quietly went about his business quite well. In a midfield three with Fred and Bruno, it worries me a little bit because Fred wants to go, Bruno wants to go, and usually you see Scott McTominay flying out. And today he did the discipline thing of just sitting. And that's where I feel he's got to learn from Matic. Matic is a phenomenal holding midfielder in his time, not anymore. He's been doing well recently, but just learn that discipline for the game from, because when we need that person to just sit there, I think out of Fred, out of Bruno, out of all those guys, McTominay is the one that can do that. He doesn't do that all the time, but I thought it was very disciplined from him today. And his goal was a fantastic strike as well, because most people try and blast it, but he just passed it into the corner. Perfect finish. Second half, the goals did come a little bit later. You would have hoping, 4, 5, 6-0 or whatever, but the goals came late through Fred. Good to see Jesse Lingard get an assist. He came on as a sub for Bruno Fernandes. Great to take him off with 25 minutes to go. Not sure why Daniel James went off at half-time. Was it a tactical thing? Was it an injury? Hopefully not the latter. Now, I don't think Daniel James has been playing particularly well, but I don't want to see him injured because he's still a very good option to have, especially with that pace and the raw ability on the wing. But today, when United got going, we got the goals, we've seen the game out, and with Everton on Sunday coming up, with Carlo Ancelotti's Everton coming up on Sunday, it was important we did this. I see these routine victories so many times in my life over the years where we'd rest players, play a few stronger ones, get the game won, take them off. And we were able to do that today. We've been very rare to be able to do that at United in recent years. And be able to do that with the big game coming up. Was Martial rested? I hope so. Because if he was, that was a very shrewd decision. Because when I looked at the team, I thought, I'm a little bit worried here. But it worked out. And I think Ollie's starting to feel more confident in his decision-making as well. I hazard a guess that at a time when he was under pressure, he might have just gone full-strength team out there today and thought, I can't even think about the Everton game because I need to take the pressure off myself. But he seems to be easing into his decisions, making the right tactical decisions, making the right substitutions. Bruno Fernandes is helping a massive amount, but I don't think it's just Bruno that's improved his team. Even Luke Shaw's playing well and playing better at the moment. Harry Maguire seems to have settled. Eric Bailly's managed to play a few games in a row. So everyone seems to be improving, and if you add Rashford and Pogba to that mix, I have no doubt that we'd be in that top 4 already if we had them throughout the season, and probably comfortably as well, because I think Lampard's Chelsea have flattered you know, flattered to deceive. They're not really doing that well, but they're somehow still on that 4th spot. So things are looking up. But like we had this debate just a minute ago on one of the fan cams, I'm not going to come out here and say, Ollie's at the wheel, we're fucking back, let's get this done, he's keeping the job forever. Because we know what this team is like. This team can do this and then next week be awful. So we need to keep that consistency. We need to keep our feet on the ground and hopefully, cliche says, take it a game at a time and see what happens. But there's no reason we can't do what Chelsea did last season. Maybe sneak top 4, sneak a trophy through the Europa League. And we'd look back at it and like, that's been a great season. And if I see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lift the trophy as Man United manager, I'm going to feel like I felt when Ighalo scored today. So don't let that happen. But yeah, it's getting there, I think, under Ole. And that's what scares me because I've doubted whether Ole was the right man from the start when he came in, and I was a bit sceptical about giving him the full-time job. But then you see the transfer business is doing both ins and outs. It makes sense. The football's getting better. The results are getting better. Do you then just pull the rug from under his feet when he seems to be settling? I think that would be massively unfair. But then I look at the other side and I can see what Poch brings to the table. So we do need to keep this going. We do need to keep this going. Need to keep the positivity going. But let's not turn that into giddiness and stupidness, because we've got to realise where we are at the moment. But it's getting better. It's getting a lot better. And Ighalo scored. Don't get much better than that. Anyway, let us know what you guys are saying in the comments below. Is still buzzing. Mate, carry on. I'll just watch her. Is still buzzing. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Fan cams are coming. See you later.